End of the earnings quarter, and we had Titagarh Wagons. They posted a rather steady set of numbers in the second quarter. The execution was boosted by, in fact, revenues doubling. We had the wagons and coaches business as well that saw a rather sharp improvement. But we're joined currently by Mr. Chowdhary, the executive chairman of the company, who joins us to run us through these numbers. Hi, Mr. Chowdhary. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. Let's focus first on your top line. That's more than doubled actually on a year-on-year basis. So could you give us a breakup of international, domestic, as well as defense in terms of your order book, and what really gave rise to this big uptick in the top line?
Well, there are two reasons for the big uptake. Number one, the infrastructure sector, which was lagging for quite a large number of years, has started picking up, and this has given us the benefit in terms of performance. And our overseas operations, the unit that we bought in Italy has started performing well also. So all these factors combined together have helped us to improve the top line and also the bottom line.
Mr. Chowdhary, but 100 crore jump in revenues. I was taking a look at the past revenue trajectory of the company. And, the growth has been pretty much in that 20 to 30% bracket. In Q1 FY17, your top line grew 20%. In Q4 FY16, as well as Q3 FY16, your revenue growth was 35%. In Q2 of last year, it was 13%. What led to such a sharp increase in your revenues? Was there a one-off order which you executed? And how would the revenues look like in the coming quarters?
Well, the revenues have increased steadily, as I told you, with the improvement in the infrastructure sector. There was improvement in the ordering from the railways, from our other customers also. There is a lot of contribution from our overseas subsidiaries. We have performed rather well there. In fact, more than 50% of our turnover comes from the overseas operations. So we expect that the economy moving forward, that the trend should continue to be positive, you see.
All right, Mr. Chowdhary, I missed your order book number actually. Could you run us through that number?
Well, our order book, combined group order book, is around 3,000 crores.
Okay.
Okay, and how has it changed, sir, quarter on quarter? How much has it gone up by?
We have received some orders. I can't give you the numbers straight away, but it has been steadily growing. We received some good overseas orders also for our subsidiaries. And we are participating a lot of, most of the business that we are in is based on tenders and competitive quotations. And we have participated in quite a number of projects.
Any numbers, sir,
For
you
example,
could help us on tenders?
Well, that will be highly speculative, because tenders you participate in unusually large volumes. But then there are big players, international players, who are also competing with you.
Right.
So that tender participation per se will not give you an idea of the scope.
Right.
But how competitive we are, how good we are at performance.
Right.
For example, the units we took over overseas, everybody was, not sure about how much we will be able to perform. Where the local management had failed, how could an Indian party come and perform?
Correct.
But looking at our performance, they have appreciated it,
Sure.
And we have a very good image in both the countries that we are operating in.
All right, Mr. Chowdhary, there has been various noises in terms of orders coming in from the Indian Navy. Could you tell us what exactly is the update on that front? And also in terms of your current capacity utilization, what's it currently? Just want to alert you, sir, that in fact, I think the street likes what you're saying, and that's why the stock is up close to around 4.5–5% as we speak.
Well, Navy, we have just finalized an order for 2 vessels. And this is the maiden order for Titagarh Wagons Limited.
Okay. What is that amount, sir?
Again, here, this amount would be around a little less than 100 crores.
Okay. All right. And any more such Navy
And
orders?
we are participating in a lot of business. Again, in the shipyard also,
Okay.
the tenders we have quoted are quite few. But as they get finalized, we will know the results. you see.
One final question then, sir, as we wrap the interview. So you should be able to maintain a quarterly revenue run rate of more than 400 crores, as we've seen this quarter. What would be your target?
Well, these figures I would not like to talk publicly because, again, speculative statements we prefer not to make. But suffice it to say that things are on the right track and we expect a positive trend.
All right, Mr. Chowdhary. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. All the best for the second half of this fiscal.